Hello there, I'm Bob West, and this is Studio 7 on YouTube West. And today I'd like to talk to you about a movie. It's a 2006, they call it a psychological thriller. It is definitely a psychological movie, if you want to call it that, but I don't know if I call it a thriller. I like to call it a drama, or even an adventure movie, and that is The Prestige. Now, when I first saw this movie, I actually watched it again a few days later because it was that damn good. And because you tend to get these movies that go by you too fast, and The Prestige was one of those that I was paying a lot of attention to, but once I got to the end of the movie, I actually went back and watched it again to see if I'd missed something, because there were nuances in the film that I found the second time that I didn't even realize were there the first time because I was being distracted by something else that was happening in the beginning of the movie or at some part in the movie that I missed kind of this floating piece. And this movie is awesome, and it starts with a direction that's by Christopher Nolan, who I'm really beginning to find out about. He did Dunkirk. I think he's done a Dark Knight movie, which I didn't like too much, but you know, not everything that somebody does is going to make you really happy with it. It's produced by Emma Thomas and Aaron Ryder and Christopher Nolan, and it stars just this incredibly great cast that's put together to make this movie. It has Hugh Jackman, it has Christian Bale, it has Michael Caine, who I dig. He's been excellent. He's just hasn't given up. Scarlett Johansson, who is one tasty dish in this movie, and is a tasty dish in person because I met her. Rebecca Hall, Andy Serkis, who comes out of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and oddly enough, David Bowie. Now, The Prestige is about two magicians learning to find their way to outdo each other to try and climb to the top of the pile, and Michael Caine is a handler. He's I can't remember what the term is, but if you watch the movie, you'll find out. But he's one of these people that teaches other people how to do tricks. An ingenue, I think is the term. We've also got Piper Perabo in here, and if you've ever seen Coyote Ugly, you'll know who she is. And I'll see if I can't find a picture for you, because she's usually pretty tasty looking. The film was released, and at first it was kind of, a lot of people were going to the theaters for it. But then as word got out, it started to actually do better and better. And so it was released in October in the United States. And I tend to feel that it was probably released a little bit too close to Halloween. And they thought it would be one of these Halloween movies that would grab people in. But it really didn't hit its stride until in December of the year. But it did make its money back. On a budget of $40 million, it made $109 million in the USA. So I'm thinking it did pretty darn good. Now the movie's long. It runs an hour and 30 minutes. It is a color movie. It is a widescreen movie. You need to see it that way. And my suggestion is that you see it without distractions if possible. Leave the distractions somewhere else. Try to put the dog in the other room, the kids in the other room. If necessary, put the wife in the other room. Although she'll enjoy it. You won't find a lot of things in here that are offensive about language or social issues or sex or any of that. It's just a straight, good, well thought out, well directed, well produced, well acted, because Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman are constantly like these polar magnets pushing on each other, trying to find their place in the universe. And I'm telling you what, the first time you see it, you're just going to go, wow, that was really good. And the second time you're going to see it, you're going to go, oh man, that was really great. Now, is it as good as some of the other movies that I reviewed where I say, man, this is like the best thing ever? Could it be any better? I don't think so. I really don't think so. And it's because of that reason that I'm telling you right now, I think The Prestige is a 7 out of 7 movie. I think it's worthy of being on a list of the 100 films you should see. It certainly should be on the list of the top 200 films you should see. And for that reason, instead of giving it my usual 6 out of 7 type thing, I want to give it the 7 out of 7. I think it really does deserve it. There isn't anything missing in this movie. It's done by Touchstone Pictures and was distributed through Buena Vista. The Prestige is excellent. See it. For YouTube West, I'm Bob West, and this has been Studio 7. Thank you very much.